What is going on, everybody? This is Gabriel Jones giving you a drop of sound any chance I get, and welcome to the very first album reaction of 2023. To start off the new year, you guessed it, I'm going to be doing the new Måneskin record called Rush. It's really nice to see just how much popularity the band has garnered in America, releasing tons of banger singles, touring across the states, blowing up on social media. Also, I think they all got married to each other, like they had Machine Gun Kelly at the wedding and Baz Luhrmann. I'm curious to know who's going to take whose last name. But I digress. We now have a new album they've released to the world, and I'm here to check it out. My friends have been talking about it nonstop, and I'm just eager to hear what it sounds like. Of course, I do want to advise everyone to leave a like and comment for the video, because the more engagement the video receives, the more likely it'll be picked up in the algorithm. So I thank y'all for that. And without further ado, it's time for Rush. Track number 1, Own My Mind. Ooh! That little guitar shredding at the beginning, you know, makes me jump a little bit. You know, the physical appearance just kind of captures my eye. Damn, Damiano just laying down that sultry charisma. I want to do good things, I want to do bad things, all sorts of things. You're the king and the queen, you know? You just rule over the entire empire, baby. Victoria, I hear you, girl. Bringing us that fuzzy little bass line. Thomas, give us a good guitar solo. Give it to us, motherfucker. Ooh, Ethan, wow. The drum roll right there. You just surprised me, dude. Okay, so that was Own My Mind, and yeah, gotta say, really kick-ass opener. This song, I think, is very straightforward. Damiano is approaching this very sexy human being, and he's asking them if, you know, they want to be his, you know, if they want to start a nice little romance together, a nice little sexual relationship, even. He keeps saying, I want you to own my mind, you know? All I think about is you. You're constantly on my brain. I just think about us having this nice little romance together. And yeah, I'm just obsessing over you, baby. Like, come on, let's make something happen. Like, some of these lines, he's just really laying down some serious charm. Like, tell me what you've been missing. I'll do anything to get you ticking. Bro, like, that is like a serious promise. Every band member is playing their part, of course, like Victoria with the fuzzy bass line, Thomas with his guitar solos, and Ethan, oh my god, dude, like, you really surprised me there at the end. Like, you've been carrying a lot of this song, but like, the fucking drum roll, like, in those final few seconds, like, oh lord, you were so great there. Yeah, this one was a really good listen, and I'm enjoying what I've heard so far. Track number 2, Gossip, featuring Tom Morello. I know they released this one as a single, but I was saving it for this video, so let's hear it for the first time. This one has a very energized sort of intro. I'm assuming that this is all taking place in Los Angeles, the heart of the entertainment industry. I mean, yeah, that's not inaccurate. I love the cymbal work that Ethan is doing right now, you know? Really carrying the chorus, really giving us that, you know, that flavor. Thomas! You go, boy, with the fucking guitar solo. I love it. Yeah, you know, you gotta put on that smile when you're in the sunshiny city. Yeah! Let's go! Thomas! Loving it right now. Okay, so, Gossip. Yeah, that one is very, very interesting, I gotta say. From what I'm getting from the lyrics, Damiano is singing about this person who has moved to LA and is sort of basking in the Hollywood lifestyle and sort of adapting to it. He's giving them advice on how they should never try to look sad, you know, always appear happy so that people would want to, like, interact with you or even, like, give you job offers. Take in all the celebrity gossip that is passing from ear to ear, from mouth to mouth, because, you know, it's just very juicy. So tasteful even that you could feel it in your throat. Also, I need to correct myself, that guitar solo was not from Thomas Raggi, it was from Tom Morello. That's his featured part on the tune. So I apologize for that. Tom, you did a great job there. Of course, I love the drum work, especially the cymbal work on the chorus. You know, that's really nice to listen to. And yeah, like, Damiano sounds just so alive as usual. It is a very interesting sort of track, you know, like them singing about the Hollywood lifestyle. But yeah, that one was pretty good. Let's move on. Track number 3, Time Zone. Okay, much slower tempo. Yeah, it's coming in with that huge production, you know? The drums, the guitars. The longing in his voice right there, you know? You can just really hear it. I wonder how far away that is from Italy. Makes you think. Let's go, Thomas! That's my dude right there. Okay, so that was Time Zone, and yeah, that one is very, very interesting, I gotta say. Damiano has this longing for his partner, you know. They're probably miles away from where he lives right now, like maybe in America, maybe in a different country, I'm not entirely sure. But he's promising that they're gonna reunite at a certain point, like maybe even tonight, and they're gonna make mad love. You know, it is a nice way for Damiano to show just how much affection he has for his partner, and just how much he misses them, and just how much he promises that they'll make beautiful love every time they're together. Thomas, of course, giving us that wonderful guitar solo towards the end of the tune. You know, he's really putting in some work there. I didn't comment on this before, but the drum work from Ethan is just so magnificent. Like, I really like some of the work he did there. You know, I do feel like the mixing for the drums is a little bit wonky in this tune, but overall it's still very good. And yeah, it's a very fun track. I really love the way he delivers Time Zone. Yeah, so yeah, that one is a really fun one. Track number 4, Blah Blah Blah.
You broke my heart, so I crushed your car. You say you
Oh, Jesus.
I hate your face, but I like your moms. You play it smart, but you look so dumb.
You into moms, dude? You into MILFs? Oh man, like, I mean, you sound a little bit drunk with all this laughter, my dude. Oh, we bringing Lady Gaga into this? Hopefully she's not the woman you're singing to. Oh wow, I guess that friendship is kind of dead at this point. The simple tapping, I gotta say, is like outstanding. Ethan, you're doing some amazing work. Embracing his inner Justin Bieber, I see. I mean, you can't. I mean, that's just personal, all right. Don't put this on Thomas, Ethan, and Victoria. Okay, so that was Blah Blah Blah. Easily the funniest track on this record so far. You know, Damiano is just drunk out of his fucking mind, and apparently he is talking with his ex-girlfriend, and she wants to get back together with him, but he's just laying out all the insults. Like, he's just unleashing, showing no mercy. Like, he is out for, I don't know if I would call it revenge, but he is extremely, like, resentful. I crashed your car, I spoke to your best friend, and we had sex. Like, oh my Jesus Christ. Like, he... Oh my God, Damiano. Like, you are just a beast right now. A lot of his production is also very swell, like, especially Ethan. Like, the cymbal work he does in this song is, like, so rapid and impressive. Like, I have to give him my props. Of course, what really carries the song is the comedy and just how bitter Damiano is towards this girl. Like, it is just outstandingly funny. Yeah, I gotta say, I was very entertained by that. Track number 5, Baby Said. I can hear Victoria doing some work in this intro. Great. I believe he's trying to get to know, like, a potential partner. Let's just cut the chit-chat and get right into it, I guess. Yeah, the tambourines on this song, you know, very impressive. Those little, you know, add something to the chorus, you know, not too bad. You know, you were just too beautiful, too gorgeous, too sexy, that I just had to conversate with you. That had to converse with you. Just really, like, straining the voice at this point, you know? I love it. tapping of the drumsticks. I hear it. Okay, so that was Baby Said. Yeah, that one I really, really liked. Damiano and this girl are presumably hanging out with each other at a bar, and he's trying to get to know her, like, do you follow religion? What's your favorite color? Where did you go to school? I don't know if he asked that specifically, but you know. And she's just like, okay, enough with all this talk. Let's just have sex, okay? I'm just so bored out of my head. Give me your head. Again, it's a really funny sort of tune because, you know, it's just very honest and, like, open and, like, doesn't hold back anything. It's just very blunt and upfront with what it's about. I also got to give a shout out to Victoria because she really carried the tune with her fuzzy bass line, you know. I really liked hearing it on the opening, and it was present all throughout the track, so good job there, girl. Yeah, this track was a lot of fun, and I really do like its humor. Track number 6, Gasoline. Wow, this is kind of like a unique sort of bass line to include. Damn. Neat little delivery there. Interesting pre-chorus right now. And now we're just belting the lyrics. Damn. I love that chanting along with Damiano. Kind of like sounds like they're a pretentious sort of individual. Yeah, you can really hear him sing with a lot of passion. It's just so amazing. Tom is giving those little guitar riffs right there as the song is closing. Okay, so that was Gasoline, and yeah, that one is a very interesting track. As I was listening to it, I was a little bit confused as to what they were singing about, but then I checked the annotations, and I believe this is supposed to be in relation to the war in Ukraine. It makes a lot of sense because the song has a real furious energy to it, you know? It puts everyone in a fighting mood and makes them feel prideful in a way. This is definitely more obvious when you look into verse 2, you know, your ego is dangerous, you're playing God with a heart of stone. They're clearly singing about Vladimir Putin, and I cannot believe I didn't piece that together as I was listening. But yeah, that dude really is a fucking maniac if he's causing this much damage, and I am very proud that they are making a song addressing that. Hell, even when I attended their concert in Italy, I remember Damiano literally shouting, "Fuck Putin!" And I was just standing up saying, "Yeah!" It's very admirable that the band has been speaking out against the Russian government for causing so much pain and, you know, destroying countless of lives, killing countless of lives in Ukraine, and I just cannot respect them more for that. Track number 7, Feel. Promising some sweet love, I assume. You know, I got all the luxury that you want, baby. Ethan, you know, really rocking that drum right now, you know, bringing us some kicks. Ow! Damn, he's just so into it right now. Let's go. The cymbal work, of course, is back, and I'm appreciating it. There you go, Victoria. I hear you on that fucking outro. You go, girl. Okay, so that was Feel, and yeah, pretty interesting track. Again, it's very straightforward. Damiano is taking this girl back home, and he's promising her that they're gonna have amazing sex. The two of us are gonna be so damn filthy that your mom would be ashamed. You know, to a certain degree, it kind of reminds me of that one Cobra Starship song, You Make Me Feel, which was, like, I believe a hit in 2011. He sort of ends the chorus with saying, I'm about to make you feel, and it's sort of like you're supposed to fill in the blank. I'm about to feel raunchy, I'm about to feel pleasured, I'm about to feel like I'm in heaven, or something like that. And I always remembered that the guys in Cobra Starship said that they wanted people to fill in the blank themselves when they recorded their song. I don't know if Måneskin is going for the same thing, but it is kind of fun to imagine, you know, what people are supposed to say after that line. Of course, a lot of the band members do their work amazingly, like Thomas giving us those guitar solos. Love Ethan's cymbal work, of course. Victoria, rocking that bass guitar, I see you there. Damiano, of course, sounds extremely alive, and yeah, another fun song to listen to. Track number 8, Don't Wanna Sleep. Yeah, he's very, like, lost in himself right now with this intro. Damn, Thomas! Like, you are just going insane right now with this guitar. I'm loving it. Loving it. Yeah. I know, like, I really need someone to ramp up the energy, you know? Enhance it. Like, Ethan is just impressing me with all this cymbal work he keeps putting on the tracks. Like, I'm loving it. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear from Thomas. Oh, damn! Ethan! Just slamming those motherfucking drums. Loving it. Okay, so that was Don't Wanna Sleep. And yeah, that's another fun one. Damiano is singing about how they're at this party, but there's not enough life to it. And he really wants someone to really, like, take things up a notch, you know? He's bored and he has a lot of pills in his system, and he really wants someone to give him the time of his life. And I really love the way he amplifies that final line of the chorus. I don't wanna sleep at all. And then, like, we just go epic mode with the production. Thomas giving us those sweet guitar solos and Ethan just banging on his drums. Victoria, I also got to acknowledge he did some amazing bass work. Like, I really hear you. This one I can imagine being a fun one to listen to at parties. So, Måneskin, you really captured something there. Track number 9, Cool Kids. This is a really heavy bass guitar right now, Victoria. I love it. You know, for some reason I feel like he's kind of putting on a British accent. Maybe that's my ears just playing tricks on me, but that's what I'm getting right now. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess that's fair. I mean, depending on how much you smoke, it can really mess up your system. Yeah, fellas, you ain't gonna be hooking up with her, alright? She is not into that. Oh man, I bet the believers are gonna have a field day with that lyric. Thomas giving us that little psychedelic solo as we close the track. Okay, so that was Cool Kids. Another really enjoyable track, I gotta say. Damiano is putting on a British accent for this tune, and he's bragging about how cool him and his pals are, how much superiority they have within the rock scene, and how lame some of the pop listeners are, I guess. Specifically taking shots at Justin Bieber, which is certainly a choice. Damiano letting all their male listeners know that Victoria ain't available for them, which I think is just high praise. Yeah, it's a really fun track, a really funny track, you know. It's just hilarious to hear Damiano just give this British accent all throughout the runtime, and honestly, it kind of makes me laugh. Track number 10, If Not For You. I'm getting the sense this is a much sadder track. This vocal performance is incredible. I especially love the echo it gives. Ooh, a little bit of violins right there, you know, the orchestral section right there. Yeah, this ballad, they're just killing it right now, you know? I'm very impressed by it. That sweet violin, just giving us that emotion, you know, lifting us up off of our seats. Okay, so that was If Not For You, and I gotta say, it's a very welcoming sort of ballad. Damiano reflects on this relationship he has with his girlfriend, and just how thankful he is that he has her in his life. A life without his woman would be like no drinks at bars, or no flowers in the fields, or no Billie Jean or Nirvana. He damn sure wouldn't be able to record all this music and unleash it to the world. And he is just incredibly thankful that he has a romance that he can rely on to lift him up. Boost his spirit, give him a reason to keep pushing forward. It's honestly very endearing that he wrote a song about this, and it really does a good job of sort of like giving us a cool down from all the excitement that we were experiencing just a few minutes ago. All the band members, of course, do their jobs swell, but I have to appreciate the violinist. Whoever is doing the work there, I appreciate you. It's a song that really touches your heart. I'm glad they included it on the record, and I think it is going to be a major highlight when I revisit it a second time. Track number 11, Read Your Diary. Victoria with that opener, I love it. You know, I just really want us to get into that, you know, physical action, if you know what I mean. Ooh, I hear you, at Damiano, holding that fucking high note. Wow, what an invasion of privacy, my dude. Yeah, all the special moves are reserved for me. You crescendoing right there. Woo! Ethan giving us that finale. Okay, so read your diary. What a filthy ass track. Damiano is getting so close to this girl, and he's just doing everything he can to sort of connect with her on a deep, personal level. Like, he's spraying on her perfume, he's putting on her lipstick, and he's even going as far as to read her diary. I need to know all your personal secrets so that I can really build a connection with you. Our bond will be unbreakable once I read all these pages and get to know you intimately. It's just such a scandalous thing for him to write a song about. Like, I don't know if he actually read his girl's diary, but either way, it really opens your eyes. I really do think the MVP with this track is Victoria, because she really knows how to set the mood with her bass plucking, like the way they play it on the intro and right before the chorus. I really do dig it. Again, it's a filthy ass track, but I enjoyed what I heard. Track number 12, Mark Chapman. I believe with this track we're going back to singing Italian lyrics, but only for a short spell, so let's see what they have to deliver. Thomas really setting the mood with that guitar. I love it. Like, this is really up-tempo. Like, I love the tempo right here. Damiano sounds really into it. You know, it's good to hear him sing Italian again. I love the way he's just hitting those notes right there, like on the chorus. You know, he just sounds so alive. Thomas's guitar and Ethan's cymbal work performing in unison. Ethan just really going all epic mode with the drum roll. Okay, so Mark Chapman. Yeah, I gotta say, that one had a lot of energy to it. I felt like I was a little out of breath. I was jumping in my seat quite a little bit. I need my water. But yeah, all the band members sound totally alive there. Damiano really like feeling in spirits when he belts those Italian lyrics. Okay, so what I'm getting from these lyrics, they appear to be about Mark Chapman, the serial killer who murdered John Lennon back in the 80s. And as I'm reading over these lyrics, the track sounds a lot more ominous in its nature. You know, Damiano is singing about how he wants to be you, but doesn't know what he wants to be. You find him under the house with a knife in his hand. He dresses like a nightmare, moves among the people, you know, posing as a danger. I'm not entirely sure if this is a song specifically about Mark Chapman, or if this is like a super fan that's constantly stalking them or something. But either way, they were really able to capture that feeling, you know, that feeling of danger, you know, feeling uncomfortable, you know, in a fearful state you are. But yeah, it is a very interesting track to put on the record, and I think they kind of had some decent execution with that one. Track number 13, La Fine. Okay, Thomas giving us an epic intro. Like, Damiano's really singing with a lot of intensity right now. Like, you know, he's really excited at the moment. Gotta appreciate Ethan's drumming, you know. It's just a nice little touch, you know. Very small, but really does something. I can hear Victoria's bass right now, you know. Very welcome. Like, it's really heavy right now. Like, the way it just projects its sound. The little drum roll Ethan keeps giving us as we close the track. Okay, so that was Le Fine, and yeah, that one is a real epic sort of tune. I love the way that Damiano is just practically screaming the lyrics while also singing them. You know, he just sounds like real emotional. You can almost sense that he's angry within this track, and maybe that's the emotion he's feeling. You know, I'll read over the English lyrics so that I can get a good idea, but that's at least the impression I'm getting right now. One of my favorite moments would definitely have to be when Victoria is playing her bass and Ethan is just thumping on his drums, and they're working together and the bridge is just about to happen. That was a really nice moment. That one stood out to me. Okay, so this one I think is kind of stumping me a little bit, but I think I'm getting a good idea of what it means. Damiano is in a state where he sort of feels like he's sort of trapped, you know, he's sort of like trying to impress everyone and sort of live by society's standards. He wants to break free of that, and you know, he may be loved by everyone at the moment, but as he continues to gain fame and notoriety, like, you know, that all kind of like dwindles a bit. It may be a song about people judging you more as you become more famous, but that is just my best interpretation. I probably have a completely wrong interpretation, but if people could let me know in the comments, that would be appreciated. But yeah, sound-wise, this is very exciting, and I'm very impressed by what they put together. Track number 14, Il Dono della Vita. Okay, this one has a much slower intro than the other two before. I love how Thomas sort of pulls on his guitar notes as he's shredding it. That's really nice. Like the way he just held that note for so long. Man, I'm impressed by that. That's cymbal work from Ethan. Along with some plucking from Victoria. Oh my goodness, Thomas! You make me go insane with how good these notes are. Damn! Okay, so that was Il Dono della Vita. And yeah, that one is a very well executed track. There's some sort of longing within Damiano's voice that just makes him sound very solemn. Again, like that's just the emotion that it provokes within me as I'm listening. Thomas is just really impressing me with that guitar solo towards the end, like he was on his A game right there. Ethan and Victoria also have some really nice moments, but I'm really giving props to Thomas on this one. What I'm gathering from these lyrics is that Damiano is singing about all the pressure and adversity that he's faced throughout his music career as he's built it up. Some people have pointed and laughed at me, but, you know, that only made me stronger. And now I feel like I'm just lifting off the ground, just flying in the air, touching the sun, meeting God. You know, sometimes my spirit may be broken along the way, but I still move forward because I believe in my goals. He has that confidence for himself, you know? He just feels so elevated whenever he's with his band, performing all these tunes for thousands, hell, millions of people who adore their work. There ain't enough bastards in the world that are gonna keep me down. I'm gonna be flying up to the angels, you know, and I know that my mama is proud of me. Again, it's that song of triumph that we heard in the other two albums that they've already released, and I'm really glad that those themes appeared once more. It's what I really enjoyed about those LPs, and like I said, it's really pleasing to see it pop up again, so I give you props for that, guys. Now, these last few songs I've already listened to on camera before, so we can just breeze through them. Track number 15, Mamma Mia. I already made a short reaction to this a long-ass time ago. It's the video that started it all, so yeah, let's take a listen. I mean, you're already a superstar, my dude. All the eyes are, in fact, on you. Yeah, he's just having the time of his life while recording this song. It's incredible. I love that. That fucking pride right there. I can really, like, picture Damiano having that determined look on his face as he's delivering this bridge. Right, Mamma Mia. Yeah, we've listened to it many times before. I've listened to it in a short reaction. You saw my reaction to it when I was in Italy. Yeah, very fun time. I still love the song. Damiano sounds alive. Everyone does their parts swell. We can just move on. Track number 16, Supermodel. Yeah, sounds like a very strong drug. Hope you can handle it. My compliments to the lovely lady. That little high note he hits right there. Pretty good. Okay, so Supermodel, we've reacted to it before. It still sounds great. A story about a girl who grows up from being a good Christian to a supermodel, you know, in touch with the fashion. Yeah, a lot of great instrumentation right here. Damiano sounds great. So let's go on to the finale track. Track number 17, The Loneliest. That calm demeanor he has as he's singing the intro is great. The song has like great framing. It really sets like a good mood. Like you can feel like the dark atmosphere, the moody atmosphere. It's wonderful. And there's Thomas Rogge giving us that fucking amazing guitar solo right there. Really epic. And now we're like really straining the voice as we're singing this final chorus. as we're like closing the album. Okay, so The Loneliest, we've reacted to it before, just like Mamma Mia and Supermodel. It's still a very heart-wrenching track with a lot of great work from every single band member. If you want my full thoughts on both that song and Supermodel, you can check out the video I did previously on Måneskin. But yeah, it's still a fantastic song. So with that, I'm going to let the album sit with me for a little. I'm going to take a break, then I'll come back and give you my final thoughts once I've given it a second listen. So bear with me. Alright, I am back, and I'm ready to give you my final thoughts on Måneskin's Rush. As I stated in the beginning, I'm very thrilled that these guys have effectively crossed over into America. You can tell by how most of this album is sung in English and only contains a handful of Italian tracks. Sometimes it agitates me when an international group has to sing in English in order to sell their material better in the US, sort of like with BTS, but I don't think it's too much of a factor here. Once again, the band provides so much fun to the listener. The instrumentation here is wonderful, just like on the two previous LPs. Ethan gives us some good drum rolls and shows off his cymbal work. Thomas just dominates the guitar with his solos. Victoria sets a nice atmosphere with her fuzzy bass line, and Damiano just brings the passion and emotion with his voice. If I had one critique, it would be that the mixing could be improved on some tracks. There are times where it sounds too much like it was recorded in a studio, but I think that's just a minor nitpick for myself. With this album, it feels like Måneskin is fully registering how iconic they've become in the music scene. This is apparent on Gossip, where Damiano is singing about the Hollywood lifestyle and all the perils that come with adjusting to the new environment. Of course, they know how to be as risque as possible, putting their sexual lyrics on full display. I'll make your body a habit. Shut your mouth, give me your head. Using my left hand so it feels like you. I can't believe I took my dad to see them. Jesus Christ. I also didn't think that this record was going to be so goddamn funny. When they're performing songs about bitter breakups, quick hookups, and dudes simping over Victoria, they can give me a real good laugh. This record is certainly not going to be for everyone, given how explicit it is, but I personally had a blast with it. I give Rush 3 out of 5 stars. My favorite tracks would have to be Read Your Diary, If Not For You, and Supermodel. My least favorites would have to be Gossip, La Fine, and Time Zone. And that just about does it. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this album reaction. It was a blast making this the first one of the year. I hope you had yourselves a good time. If you want to follow me on social media, be sure to check out my Twitter, my Twitch, and my TikTok. The links are going to be in the description. And that ought to wrap up things for today. My name is Gabriel Jones, and the sun may be setting, but I hope you're able to soak up those drops. Take care.